welcome on a Tuesday night to Loud and Nerdy. My name is JW Colwell. I am joined as co-host of the show with my two good buddies, Kyle Defina and Jerry Kamora. How are you boys doing tonight?
Doing well.
Well, you've had long travel this week, right? You got back from Hawaii. You showed up on the show last week when you said, "Don't send a link. I'm not going to be here."
I never said don't send a link.
Yes, Jerry. Tell him the truth.
I have to look back. All I know is if I was on vacation, I'm out. But that's me.
Anyway, I'm glad you're home. I'm glad everybody's safe. Good evening, Ken McKernan. Good to have you with us tonight.
What's up, Ken?
We're going to see what's going on. A lot to get to. It is our last show of November. Which is a good thing because it is. We're gonna do a generation movie next week only because I had something happen yesterday. So we're gonna do generation movie next Monday. Do you guys want to do a show next Tuesday, or would you rather enjoy the bask of the Thanksgiving glow? Tuesdays are usually busy. Tuesdays and Wednesdays before Thanksgiving are busy times. So
I don't think the Tuesday is.
They're both busy.
I wanted to.
What you want to do?
I thought. Huge premiere tomorrow with Wicked, and I already read Rich's review on it.
Yeah.
But I think there's too much meat on the bones to go 2 weeks without.
So you're actually using Thanksgiving phrasing to say you want to do a show next week? Okay. We can do a show. I don't care. I'm more in the line as we progress through and learn everybody and get everybody. I think we need breaks. I do, and I think people will come back and watch the show. Maybe I'm wrong, but I understand. You know what I mean? Like I'm a big believer in breaks and making sure we have enough time for our families and for ourselves and keeping everybody happy in home life is as important to me as the show is. So, but it is a big week. We're going to do a movie preview tonight because I wasn't expecting to do a show next week. So I have everything all prepped and ready to go about, for Thanksgiving movie week, which coincidentally does start tomorrow or Thursday, depending on when you're going. I have Gladiator tickets for Wednesday at 7:15 in IMAX.
You like movies about gladiators?
What?
Do you like movies about gladiators?
Do I like sword and sandal movies? Yeah, I do. I'm
not swords and sandals.
Are you asking me like a question like you're an airplane?
You ever see a grown man naked?
Ever see a grown man naked? Yeah, I grew up watching sword and sandal movies with my dad. So Ben-Hur and fucking The Robe and like Demetrius and the Gladiators, the Vikings with Tony Curtis and Steve, not Steve McQueen, Kirk Douglas, Spartacus. I grew up watching those movies, so I am inclined to like them. And I do think they're a lost art. They're not movies that are made. Next week is regular for us up here in the north.
In the Oregon.
Sorry, Ken. Did you sell? I think Canada celebrates what they view as their turkey feast like a week earlier, is what I understand.
Isn't it Boxing Day or something?
I don't know because I'm not from Canada. So Ken, if you want to put it in the comments, we'll look. Sinbad is special. The best Sinbad movie that my dad ever showed me is, it's the Ray Harryhausen Sinbad movie, which is Seventh Voyage.
Harryhausen's.
Isn't that the one Caroline Munro was in?
Yes. It's also the one that has the fighting. It also has the fighting skeletons. But it's Seventh Voyage. It's Kernan. I think it's. I want to say Kernan Matthews. Kernan Matthews.
I liked when Sinbad played the mailman in that one movie.
I know.
Are we there yet?
Are you? The mailman. Are you talking about Jingle All the Way?
Jingle All the Way.
Yes, that's it.
what was it? Ultraman or something.
Ultraman. Kerwin Matthews, Catherine Crosby,
Mega Man, or whatever.
Richard Eyre, Torrin Thatcher as Sakura the Magician. 1958. It's only an hour and 30 minutes. It's probably the best Sinbad movie. October is our Thanksgiving. Okay, so we're well past your turkey celebration.
So
I mean,
talking about random movies here. I have a question
ahead.
for you, JW. I was thinking about this
Okay.
today.
I'm
In
all
October, you did
you're thinking about the
you
show.
did 31 for 31 in October for horror movies, right? Why
Yeah,
aren't you doing something similar with Christmas movies?
we could do something similar with Christmas movies. I don't know that I can handle Christmas movies, if I'm being honest. I have certain, like, new Christmas movies are being generated by a factory that I don't appreciate. So we're talking last week. We're talking about last week about Robert saying he really likes Hallmark movies. I don't. I think they're
No.
bad.
I think
And I
that was
know
more of a
people-
joke where it was the
I know-
same movie.
I don't think it
same
was a
plot,
joke.
Different actors.
Stop. I don't think it was a joke. I think people watch the Hallmark movies and leave them on in the background, and they all have the same plot. They virtually have the same cast, and there's always, like, there's either it has magic or it doesn't have magic. And it's I just find them appalling. Now, if you want me to do 31 of 31 Christmas movies I like, sure. Oh gods, no! So religious, so in your face, annoying. Black. Yes, they're bad movies. Hallmark movies are
I
bad.
think though
Sorry.
every week though you should throw in one movie that could be like a topic for discussion of whether it is a Christmas movie or not. Like like for years it's always been Die Hard.
There's
Is it a
five
Christmas
that everybody
movie?
talked about. Wait, there's five, right? Die Hard is on the list. Batman Returns is on the list. We're getting into it
Gremlins?
early. Die Hard, Batman Returns. If you have Die Hard, you have to have a Lethal Weapon. I just think
Yeah.
it is. What are some other ones you have?
Gremlins?
Gremlins, definitely a Christmas movie.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Also a Christmas movie.
Christmas Evil.
So I think there was like a definitive, what makes a Christmas movie, and so you can go through. I think it's on the internet.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Black Christmas.
Yes. I don't know. So what makes a Christmas movie, right? I think there was a Hollywood Reporter discussion in 2018. They did an article, What Defines a Christmas Movie? Discuss if comedies, musicals, romantic fantasies, and films with only tangential Yuletide elements can qualify as Christmas movies, then Die Hard can too. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Every year the question rises. Every year people dig in on one side or the other. What then makes a movie a Christmas movie? Is it a matter of release date? No, because that means Miracle on 34th Street's out. Christmas in Connecticut is out. They were released in the summer. Shop Around the Corner was released in January. Holiday Inn was released in September. White Christmas was released in October of 1954. So is it a matter of marketing? Miracle on 34th Street had no idea that there was Christmas in it on the poster. Is it a matter of setting? Meet Me in St. Louis devotes a quarter of its running time to Christmas. So, I mean, is Christmas part of it? Genre.
Place on Christmas is Raven.
Genre. We accept Christmas
Going
movie
to a damn
comedies
Christmas.
and musicals and romantic fantasies easier than The Lion in Winter, Three Godfathers, or Die Hard, right?
There's a great comment right there, JW.
A Hanukkah movie can take place on Christmas, doesn't make it a Christmas movie. Give me the movie.
Eight Crazy Nights.
That's a Hanukkah movie. I'm not going to say a Hanukkah movie is a Christmas movie, but so again, this is a debated topic, and it's one of those topics that's, you know what I mean?
Bam! Right there.
Eight Crazy Nights is a Hanukkah movie. It's not a Christmas movie.
But
It's a Wonderful Knife.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure,
Krampus.
Christmas movie. But the Krampus also, like, horror Christmas movies are accepted. Um,
First episode of Tales from the Crypt.
First episode of Tales from the Crypt is definitely a Christmas episode. Um, I'll give you this, the fours for Die Hard, right? Um, it occurs on Christmas Eve. Could it occur on any other night of the year? Sure. But the reason he is out there is what? He is out there to celebrate Christmas with his children, who with his estranged wife. Correct? Would you agree with me on that? Okay, so that is why. What is he carrying when he walks through the door? He's carrying a big Christmas bear, right? Okay. Other things where you look at Die Hard and whether or not it's a Christmas movie, right? Ode to Joy. It's a very Christmas song. Weather Outside is Frightful. Christmas song, right? Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. There are tons. It was released in July, but it has Christmas to it.
I'm not sure
The
what Jasper's
mistletoe,
trying to say.
the ho ho ho, the ho ho ho. I have a machine gun. The Christmas hats. All of those things play into
Christmas in Hollis.
Christmas and Holla. Yes.
Run
So
DMC.
in the movie, like, and it wasn't something where they were trying to sell Christmas music. It was released in July. So is it a Christmas movie? You can fight about it. I'm pro that it's a Christmas movie. He's specifically going out there to be with his family.
Okay, so the movies where Christmas occurs in the time frame of the story. That doesn't make it a Christmas movie.
Okay, sure, but again, it's all about getting to his family. So I view it as a Christmas movie. You can fight with me about it if you want, Gabe. You can come on the show and fight with me if you want.
So,
I'll give you an example. Some people think it's only a Christmas movie if Christmas pertains to the plot or has something going on. Let's talk about Batman Returns. I'll give you a perfect example of Batman Returns. Right? I guess that makes sense. Thanks. What I would say is somebody goes,
Right.
"Oh, it's not Batman Returns," but think about all the things in Batman Returns that are Christmas based: the lighting of the tree, the presents. The key one for me has always been the mistletoe scene, right? Because both Batman and Catwoman and Felina and Bruce all kiss at one point or another under the mistletoe, and it becomes a key point in the movie where she realizes he's Batman and she's Catwoman, right? So is mistletoe a July 4th object? Is it any other time of the year? Nope. So it's a key component. Also, I don't know. I think it's really interesting when we argue about these things. We're okay with Home Alone being a Christmas movie because it was released at Christmas time, and they're going on a family vacation that isn't a Christmas vacation, right? It's just a vacation, but there are lights on the trees and all this other stuff. Thank you. The mistletoe scene. That's the key. If you want to argue about Batman Returns, that's the key one for me. It is, yeah, sure. The lighting of the Christmas tree is a big component of the movie. The
it's
gifts
going to be a
that
slippery slope here.
what was that?
It's going to be a slippery slope here, though, because if you do the Christmas movies, and in February you got to do the 28 days of rom-coms.
No. No, because again, that's the same thing. Like rom-coms, first off, they're a dime a dozen because they don't make any money anymore. There's only been one rom-com that's been a big hit in the last 3 years, and that's Anyone But You. Christmas Vacation, sure. Christmas Vacation's fine. There's a family dinner, and I think when we get into a Hanukkah movie with the Moses theme, Baby in the River. First off, that's not how we spell Hanukkah. Just helping. But also the Moses in the River thing. No. Yeah, the one in Batman is absolutely a great sequence. He dons the bat armor and flies like while all the bats are in the goddamn tree. But again, you can fight about it if you want. The Die Hard one for me is he's coming for Christmas. He's literally coming to spend Christmas morning with his family. And the only thing that gets between, okay, let's do it this way. If somebody was going across country to visit their family and didn't run into terrorists and had all kinds of comedic stuff happen to him, we'd be okay with it. We'd be like, okay, it's a Christmas movie. He goes to an office party, things go haywire. A bunch of people get drunk, everybody acts silly, right? We'd be okay with it. But because it is terrorists, I mean, he uses the goddamn ho ho ho, I have a machine gun, for fuck's sake. Plus the soundtrack. Plus,
Silent Night, Deadly Night's the same. I mean, technically,
well, and also, like, I'll give you another example.
it is Christmas, but it's not
mistletoe.
classic.
Let's talk about one of the more amazing sequences in Die Hard.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
sorry. How does he keep his gun a secret at the end of Die Hard? What does he use?
He uses the holiday tape.
He uses Christmas tape. So, my favorite Hanukkah movie is a Hanukkah about the Hanukkah killer, a terrifying tale of horror and the festival of frights. The signature sign is the Scar of David. Thank you, Gabe. I appreciate that you're a cunning linguist. But yeah, is Trading Places a Christmas movie? Yes, it is. But not only is it a Christmas movie, I would argue with you.
The
Good evening,
Overlord is
Joe.
here.
Yeah,
The
the
Overlord is
Overlord.
here.
I would also argue that Trading Places is also one of the rare New Year's Day movies. It's a New Year's Eve movie as well. Very rarely do we have thought. Let's talk. 3 weeks till new Doctor Who. Woo! I know you're excited. I know. I'm excited because we finished up the first season of Twilight Zone this week.
Yes,
Super
sir.
excited. 36 episodes. Next season's only 29 episodes. 7 less. But yeah, does that answer your question?
What, that you want to do 30 days of Christmas movies?
No. Again,
That was the question.
I'll watch 30 days of Christmas movies I like.
Yeah,
I'll give you
I don't care
an
what you
example.
watch.
I would do it to promote movies that little or lesser seen Christmas movies that I think are on par with classics. Like the one that comes to mind that's absolutely, it's set during Christmas and is considered a Christmas movie, but it is one of the best movies.
No, Raven, I didn't watch either.
Is The Bishop's Wife. Did Kyle or Jerry watch Penguin or Agatha yet?
I didn't know.
It's okay.
I
It's okay. We're gonna move on to
I
a new
never
show,
seen-
Raven.
I could
We're in
download.
new showtime. We're in new showtimes. But yeah, Prometheus takes place at Christmas. Idris Elba decorates a tree. That one, I wouldn't say Christmas movie. He decorates a tree, sure. That one doesn't jump out as Christmas movie to me. But that's what I mean. Doctor Who went more gay but fired John Barrymore. What the fuck? Doctor went more gay but fired John Barrymore. Okay. Also, like, I'll give you an example. I do the 31 in 31 for Christmas movies. If we're doing a movie like The Bishop's Wife, a lot of people haven't seen it. It's Cary Grant. It's Cary Grant, David Niven, and it is just an amazing Christmas movie that more people should see. It's beautiful. It's about an angel who comes to help a priest during a particular tough time where he's trying to build a new church, and he's kind of losing faith and losing track of everything. And the angel ends up falling in love with his wife. So it's super cool, and it's well done, and it's set during Christmas. And it's really quite magical. But that would be the only reason to do 31 and 31. I'd much rather devote my time to Christmas to like watching the Christmas specials, like Rudolph, which is going back to NBC for the first time in 54 years, or Charlie Brown Christmas, or The Grinch with Boris Karloff, or any one of the 7 new Grinches, whichever one you prefer. I know people that love the Carrie one.
I always liked George C. Scott Christmas Carol.
George C. Scott Christmas Carol. I like Alistair Sim A Christmas Carol. So Jasper, John isn't being blackmailed. He was fired from the set of his show because of an on-set harassment due to lowbrow jokes he was warned about. It has nothing to do with his or the new doctor's sexuality. Grumbles. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. Way too serious for us tonight. I think you can do 31 days of just watching Christmas Carol Scrooge movies. Yeah, that would not be great. Again, because that I
Muppets
think
was
is
the best.
best. Oh, again, George C. Scott Christmas Carol is usually revered. I happen to like Alistair Sim. It's a kind of a darker, older one. Alistair Sim is a really great Scrooge. Not blackmailed, blackballed. Okay. Apparently there's a lot of fighting going on in the on the Doctor Who set. Albert Finney is the best. Yeah. You know what? Open it up. Whatever Scrooge you want. How do they have three Flintstones Christmas specials? Who's Santa? Well, the one I believe Santa is Santa.
Oh,
Because isn't there a moment where Santa comes down the chimney and Fred and Santa meet each other? Hogfather. Okay.
or in heaven.
Godfather? I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, Ken, I totally think you could do 3 weeks of Scrooge movies. You probably could, but they're so, like, a lot of them are so bad. There's not a lot of good ones. Like, who wants to sit through the Disney one with Jim Carrey? Like, who wants to do that again? Like, it looks like the Polar Express.
Oh, Jack Frost.
Blah. But you had a question about what is considered a Christmas. So did I help you on that or no?
That wasn't my question.
What
I
was your
said,
question?
to make it fun, you could throw in a movie each week that people could debate whether it's a Christmas movie or not in the comments when you post it,
Okay.
just to get interaction going.
But
But
yeah, no, I
my-
like interaction.
my
but
real question was, since you did it for Halloween, why not do
am
it
I
for
going to do it for
Christmas?
because I don't.
Night
How
Bloody.
do I say this without insulting people who are holiday fans?
You're Scrooge. We get it.
I don't like Christmas as much as I like Halloween. I don't think I'm a Scrooge. I just think
Humbug.
laugh a lot. We so got off topic. Yeah, but that's okay. That's what we do on this show. We go
Well,
off topic.
Not really. I mean, we're still talking about movies. It's not like
Yeah, I mean,
Too early for Christmas movies.
in the Hogfather, the Grim Reaper needs a film for Santa or all time will end. Haven't seen it. Sounds like a Christmas movie though. Oh, also you get the rare occasion where Nightmare Before Christmas is also the rare spectacle that is both a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie. It's both. Who knew? Anybody who watched it. That's who knew. Anybody who watched it could see that it's both a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie. I don't know about doing the 31 and 31 for Christmas. I think we get busy during the holidays. I much rather want to watch stuff I watch that I love, like Christmas.
How about a 1 for 31?
JW is Scrooge Light, laugh out loud. No, I don't think I'm Scrooge. I love Christmas. I just don't love Christmas as much as I love Halloween.
I love Christmas. Humbug. Halloween's better.
Well, but is that so odd? Like,
No.
I like horror.
Maybe you'll watch that one movie and your heart will grow 3 sizes bigger.
That's when I saw Friday the 13th for the first time.
I'm going to tell you right now, if my heart grows 3 sizes bigger, you're not going to have a host much longer. I'm just saying. I don't do Christmas, so I can't do the movies. Okay? Fair? That's also
There was
acceptable.
there was no acceptable reply to that.
Yeah, no, Ken, cool, whatever. I'm an equal opportunity. Do whatever you want.
Right to
Trading Places, though, you asked, is
Evil.
a Christmas movie and a New Year's movie. Because again, Trading Places, the whole thing hinges, like one of the things that hinges on is the Christmas party, right? And Dan Aykroyd dressed as like the homicidal Santa. So Kyle should watch the Christmas movies. His logic, it would make him nicer. Yeah, let's do that. Why don't you watch One Christmas? You're going to be busy, see?
I can watch one Christmas movie. Fine, I'll watch The Ref.
The Ref is a great Christmas movie. But again, what I would say is when we get into these debates, comedies and dramas and whatever get a pass versus horror films and action films. They don't get a pass. So it's like, like there was a Santa Claus movie where Santa was the action hero, right? What was it? Violent Night?
Yeah.
And everybody was like, "Oh, is this a Christmas movie?" Yes, it's got Santa, and it's on Christmas, and he's trying to save a family. The Ref is a great movie. The Ref is a fantastic movie. My favorite joke in The Ref, the best joke in The Ref, is it's a Kevin Spacey joke when he says to his mother, "Mom, I know what I'm going to get you for Christmas. We're going to get you a cross. So every time you're feeling a tad underappreciated, you can nail yourself to it and put yourself on the wall."
But the waiter said,
That's
"Don't
one.
eat the penis. The penis is only a garnish."
As is the case with many things. Monkey, I'm a fucking gorilla. Yes, yes. Jim Belushi. Yes. Yes. I know exactly what if anybody doesn't know. Monkey, I'm a fucking gorilla. Time to talk. Jack Black's Satan Santa movie. It looks so funny. Does it? Does it? It looks like Little Nicky to me. I was watching it. It was a little bit cringy, but maybe it'll be funny.
But
I don't
Popeye's
know.
chicken fucking rules.
Yes, Popeye's chicken does roll, but Little Nicky doesn't. There's a great
This
debate topic.
moment.
Give me your favorite Sandler movies, and then watch as the fucking like you get the three movies, and then you're just like,
Because they're all the same.
They're all the same fucking movie. Yeah. Except Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems is a Safdie movie. It looks like I'm gonna eat a cookie and laugh my ass off. Sure, okay. It could be funny, but it also could be Little Nicky. Like that's what came to my mind. I've seen a lot of movies, and that when that trailer hit, boom, it went into my head. It just went, that looks like Little Nicky. Like
there's the clip for this one. JW seen a lot of movies.
Well, I'll tell you what I saw a trailer before I watched started the show tonight. I saw the live action trailer for the new How to Train Your Dragon from Universal. Live action. Woo!
Toothless.
Let's go. That could be so much fun. And Toothless looks great. And it sails over JW's head. Laugh out loud.
No, we all know what kind of cookie you're eating.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I got it. I'm sure to show you it didn't go over my head. I'm sure Seth Rogen's character in Pineapple Express would enjoy the cookie. Boom. Wait, the trailer dropped about a half hour ago because they're getting ready. I think it dropped on the front of. It's going to be on the front of Wicked because they want as many eyeballs to see it, and it's pretty great. The trailer's it's very short, but Gerard Butler is playing the same character he played He's playing the dad again, so he's dressed like a Viking. It's great. And the kid they got, I don't know who they didn't get the same kid for. I can't even think of the kid's name in the movie, but Toothless's owner or friend or whatever. It's not the same kid, but the kid's pretty good in the trailer. It looks really good. Looks really cute. And that's coming out in June. Like, was this the show we were talking about last week, where people are like, where exhibitors are like looking at 2025, going, "Let's get going. Let's get going on 2025. Let's end 2024 as quickly as we can, and with as much money as possible, and then try to get to 2025 because 2025." When we come back from the break for Christmas break, when we come back, we will do a preview of 2025's movies, and holy shit, like, and they just announced another thing that just got announced think 2 days ago, Spielberg has a new movie coming out in 2026, in May 2026, with a secretive cast. Nobody knows what the fuck it is, and it's supposed to be some sort of sci-fi movie.
Nice.
Yes, the answer to that is yes, 1,000 times yes. Spielberg going back to a sci-fi horror kind of thing. Sign me, yes.
Cool.
Let's go. What else? Okay, so let's do a quick preview. Well, actually, let's do box office first. So when your movie costs $250 million, which this movie did, $34 million isn't enough. But here's where it gets weird, right? Here's where the story gets weird. It's about 34, right? Cost $250 million to make. If it was called The Joker, or The Joker, grossed 37 and only had a $200 million budget. So people are in their feelings because Joker was labeled a flop and Red One wasn't labeled a flop. But the problem with it is people at Warner Brothers care about Joker being a flop, and the people at Amazon don't care about Red One being a flop, because Red One only exists to market to Prime. It only exists to make Dwayne Johnson happy and Chris Evans happy for a future Prime appearance, and it only exists to be downloaded and streamed on December 14th on Prime, when I'm guessing at the date, middle of December on Prime, where it will be funneled out to the world, and everybody
Why wouldn't
will
you drop
watch
it
it.
on Christmas or Christmas Eve? Drop it on
They're
Christmas
not going to
Eve.
drop it on Christmas or Christmas Eve. People are too busy.
Oh,
They're going to drop it the 20th. A lot of things are dropping on the 20th. New Sonic, Mufasa. Not streaming, but coming out in theaters. But
ugh.
it's gonna drop on the anywhere from the 14th to the 22nd. It's gonna drop, and when it does, guess what? People who have Prime are gonna watch it, and they're gonna advertise on it, and they're gonna they don't care. Warner Brothers makes Joker, and it flops after $1 billion. Oh, that's the other thing. Red One wasn't part of a movie franchise that had already grossed over $1 billion. Jerry needs some cocoa with Buffalo Trace. Okay. I have no idea what that means. Can you explain that?
Well, Buffalo Trace is a bourbon.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so cocoa and bourbon? Like hot cocoa and bourbon?
I guess. I
He
don't know.
thinks it's cold in Jerry's basement.
Is it cold in Jerry's? Well, he is bundled up. He does look like he's going on the
Well, I'm
on
actually
the, on
I
the
am
orca.
Alaska.
He does look like he's going on the orca to hunt a shark.
Or to hunt an orca. Or actually, the
gonna,
orca's hunting me.
the orca's hunting me. So,
Another good movie.
does everybody understand that though? If you can have a $40 million movie that costs $250 million and not be considered a flop because the studio doesn't give a fuck, they don't care. Any movie that makes any money that movie makes at the box office is gravy. Plus, they get the goodwill towards the actors. They don't care. Warner Brothers, Joker's a flop because they wanted it to succeed.
And explain that Netflix movie about the egg with Dwayne Johnson and Wonder Woman and
Red Notice. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. They don't like Netflix is starting to care though. So that will be a ripple effect. If Netflix cares, Amazon will care, Apple will care, but Apple doesn't care because Apple's making good shit. Almost everything that's on Apple, Shrinking, you watch a thing on Apple, Presumed Innocent, the reboot of Presumed Innocent, like all of Apple's stuff is good, except for their phones. So, anyway, so that's it grossed the box office. It grossed 32. Venom is holding on surprisingly well. Like I'm amazed at watching Venom hold on and hold on and hold on. But Red One will not be holding on. Red One is going to get crushed as we start to span out.
What movie's that, Joe?
Venom did. What'd you say? Why is weed so taboo still? It's still legal in a lot of places and helps many people smoke on. Oh, I wasn't saying it's taboo. You know where it's not legal, Joe? We live in Florida and it got voted down. I don't understand because there was a really interesting marketing behind it, which was fun. So anyway, Venom though, I think an interesting topic. Venom holding on remarkably well, up to 127.6 at the domestic, 436 global. Still well behind Venom and Let There Be Carnage, but it only cost 120 million to make, so it's doing well. Heretic also dropped to fourth, lost 50% from its opening weekend, but it's at 20 million. We thought that was going to do well. And The Wild Robot, one of the biggest hits of the year, 137.7, global total 308. That is not easy to do. Thank you for coming to my rescue, Indie Network Overlord. I wasn't looking down on it. I was looking down on the movie. Like, I wasn't looking down on weed. I don't care.
Very defensive about this.
Yeah, I wasn't paranoid. Paranoid, right? That has some. But we have medical marijuana Florida, all good. But yeah, so what do you guys think of that? A movie being one's a flop and one's not. Do we understand why one's a flop?
Okay, we're talking about the movie still. I thought you were asking what we thought about medical marijuana in Florida.
It's fine. I thought the marijuana issue was it's been over for a while, right? It's not a gateway drug. Nobody gives a shit. Like, it's probably safer than booze. You know what I mean? Like, who cares? Eat your cookie, enjoy your movie that looks like Little Nicky. I wasn't picking on you, Raven. I love you. I wasn't picking on you.
And make sure to get some Popeye's chicken because it fucking rules.
Make sure you get some pie because it's fucking great. I still love your vanilla ass, JW. I do like vanilla. I do like vanilla. I do. I'm a vanilla person.
It is pretty pale because the last time that ass saw sunlight.
It is pale. Well, that's not true. I see sunlight a lot. I'm in the pool a lot. Anyway, doesn't matter. I appreciate you too. So Red One's not going to do well anymore, and the reason that is because of this picture. And my question to everybody is it Glicked or is it Wikiator? Which one is it? Because we had Barbenheimer, right? Is it Glicked or is it Wikiator? What do we think it is?
I don't think it can be compared to any of them. I think it's going to be its own thing.
Well,
but wickedly good.
No, but Wicked. I'm just saying the phenomenon of two big movies being released on the same day is the Barbenheimer effect, right? Where Barbie had its audience.
The other big movie.
Right, but do we like Glicked or do we like Wikiator better? Which one is better?
What's the other big movie?
Gladiator. Gladiator 2 opens on Friday against Wicked.
Please.
Two different
blip on the fucking screen.
Two different crowds.
It's, yes, like Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Like, I'd go see Gladiator, even, that's just me.
But what I'm saying is it's a similar phenomenon. Do you guys not think it's a similar phenomenon to
Hi, Jamie
Hill? How are you? Good to have you here. Thank you for coming. Wicked estimated to make 100 million opening weekend. Yeah, I mean, it started out. I did some research. Can we talk? How the hell does the marketing team not realize that TrueColor's website is on those boxes? Raven. Interesting. So what Raven is talking about is there was a Mattel box for the Wicked movies, and they put www.wicked.com on the Barbie Mattel box. Now, the problem is, Raven, and here's where it happened and why it happened. There was a little blurb about 6 months ago that Mattel its packaging was going to all AI. packaging. So the AI didn't read Wicked.com. The AI didn't understand that it's a porn website. The AI didn't get any of that. It was all okay. That's how that happens. And we have a cat being drug in as we speak.
It's shiny and new.
It's the shiny and new Joe Ridgely toy. No, but that's how it happens. But okay, wait. Let's bring him in. Yes. Instead of it was supposed to be www.wickedmovie.com. So wait a second. I want to get back to this. Quick question. Do you guys not see it as the second coming of Barbie and Oppenheimer?
No. I didn't even know Gladiator 2 was getting released this week. I think it's going to be a little speed bump.
Okay, that's totally interesting. So Wicked, first off, Gladiator is already doing well around the world, right? Gladiator is released already around the world. It's already at 100 million worldwide already, and it hasn't gotten to China yet, and that's this week as well. So
my uncle has 2 of those Mattel toys, by the way, already that he got before this whole thing came out because he collects everything Wizard of Oz.
I wonder if WW.
Well, no, that's a real story.
Does the same thing.
Maybe I don't know that there's
the He-Man website.
There are no Gladiator Barbies. I mean, maybe I don't know. Okay, let's bring in the India State Network.
Doe. I want to know what Joe was saying. Doe to.
Ooh, you could get this domain. It's available. Gladiator.com.
Okay. That's a perfect opportunity for you to come in, Robert. That's perfect for you to come in, Robert. Do you want to own the Gladiator?
Newest Gladiator, Robert.
Yeah. Do you want? You're the comedy warrior, really. Do you want to come in and talk about owning Gladiator.com?
You like Gladiator movies?
I mean, if I were to do that,
ever seen a grown man naked, Robert?
Not since the last Diddy party. So like, no, I wouldn't do. I wouldn't do that. I mean, I'm pretty certain if I did,
look at how excited Joe is about his toy online.
Robert, not just like hi, Robert. Robert.
Robert.
Okay. How you doing, buddy?
Evening, gentlemen.
So let me ask you a question. Did you know that Gladiator 2 and Wicked were opening on the same day?
Not on the same day, but I knew they were opening this month along with Moana 2.
Yeah, Moana 2. By the way, everybody's like super excited about Wicked. It's going to do great, but Moana 2 is tracking, just so we're clear, for record-shattering 125 to 135 Thanksgiving opening weekend.
Yeah, so, I plan to be one of those people.
Yeah, because Moana's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I got a granddaughter, so I'm gonna blame it on her. And,
yeah, but you're going because you like the pig and the chicken. Pig and the chicken are funny.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I like chicken.
I didn't say that. I said you like the pig and the chicken in the movie. Let's not get out of hand. You're a new toy, and nobody wants that. Hi, Robert. Oh, look, it's much calmer now. It's like the boner went down just a tad, just a little bit, just a little bit. So okay.
I really think
the first one shot right out. The second one takes a little longer.
Yeah, first one.
Robert, pace yourself.
Oh my.
So first off, this is a good question. It was posed to me earlier. Do you like Gladiator movies? Do you like Sword and Sandal movies, like old timey?
Do you want to watch a movie about witches or about gladiators, Robert? Answer carefully.
Witches. I'm used to that. I'm used to that. So I would stay with the witches and leave the Jesus sandals to others.
Jesus. Are you worried that Moana? This is a good question. Are you worried that Moana was originally scripted as a series and then edited to be a movie? No, because in recent times that has happened a lot for Disney because they've often been looking to put content on Disney Plus. But what they would when they make it into a movie, everything gets packaged differently, so it should be fine. Wait, Joe, we just brought up chicken to the network talk.
Well, I mean, and then at the same time, like, isn't, according to the conspiracy theorists, isn't Moana dead? So, like, how did we even get a part 2?
Well,
Wait,
Wolverine
Moana's
was
dead?
dead, but look at that.
Wait a second, Moana's dead?
You never heard that conspiracy theory?
No, why? How is it? She
man.
makes it to the end at the end of the movie. Wait, I'm
Right.
sorry. Give me a second. I'll look it up.
So hold
Yeah.
on. Now we saw dead people.
Pretty much. So supposedly her crossing over the boundary was her actually crossing over into death, and that was why she was able to see the Rock character. Again, conspiracy theory. I like to watch them late night when I'm taking the shit.
I'm more of a morning
Okay,
shitter,
so
not a
wait,
late
this
night
is an
shitter.
answer to the conspiracy theory.
I'm very regular, so it's morning, evening, throughout the course of the day.
So what you're referring to? Wait,
Fiber, Robert, fiber. It's a secret to constant shits.
Yeah.
So what you're
I'm full of
saying?
shit, I don't
Okay,
believe it.
Coffee.
so the conspiracy theory goes something like Moana died in the storm, is what they're
Right.
saying. What you're okay, but
Not
they
me. This is what they're saying.
No. This is what crazy people are saying. Yes.
I don't
Moana
think
may
that
have
shit.
Well, no, but we like crazy people. So it says Moana may have actually died at the beginning of the film during the storm, and she passes through. But this one has been debunked. This one has been debunked.
Okay.
By the directors of the film, who said that's no.
Hold on.
It's not.
Incoming transmission from the Overlord.
Oh, is he here? No, he's. Robert's Thursday Night Show is not family friendly.
Depends on the family.
Like this one is. This one used to be. It used to be family friendly.
We haven't delved into midget porn like Robert's show. So
we're family friendly. We say golly and darn and
emphasis on the diving in.
Golly gee willikers.
Gosh,
who's doing the diving?
Because we don't allow baby oil.
So you have granddaughters, Robert. So you're going to definitely
just one.
Go see, just one. Are you going to see Wicked? Are you going to take her to see Wicked? PG,
well,
by the way.
I'm gonna start off with Moana 2, and then if she wants to see Wicked, then we'll go that route.
Does she like now? How about this? Because this is a big movie musical. Do you like musicals? Do you ever watch musicals? We did have a comedian on the show who absolutely hated musicals.
I mean, I don't absolutely hate them, but I mean,
acknowledging me.
The only musicals I like is like they're in a different kind of genre.
Okay.
They
have a Pizza Man.
Like Orgasmo.
Exactly.
Pizza Man the musical.
I heard there was a fire.
I like Hannibal the musical.
Hannibal the musical's great. South Park, by the way, also
milk delivery for you.
South Park, by the way, celebrating its 20th anniversary as well. And it devolves. But so we're talking about like things that are coming out. Wait, Robert's show is this Thursday? Yes. Robert will be doing a new show this week. Super excited for him. You have a big guest coming, from what I understand. Everybody is pretty excited. You're excited about the guest? You want to talk about that?
No, I was just coming in to show love, yeah, that was kind of
decent exposure, Robert. Please don't do that again.
Well, listen, if I whipped it out, it would be no different. Like there would be no shades or nothing. It'd be like, whoa.
So are we not allowed? Because Joe sent a thing saying to promote the person coming on. So are we not doing that?
I mean, so Thursday night, there is a comedian that is coming on that I've done some shows with. Very funny guy. And
you're not the comedian on Thursday night?
No, I'm just the host, and then
he understands
where
he understands where he is now with the network.
Yeah,
you're just a meat puppet now, buddy.
Pretty much, and I need baby oil constantly because I feel like Joe's hand is up my ass. Like, hey,
you must offer Joe new shiny toys as offerings each week.
Just Joe saying cough.
Cough. Real boy.
Cough.
Jesus Christ.
And it's
oh.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing: at least you come on our show, and we're at least quick on the upkeep. We're like very fast at understanding exactly what you're saying.
Jerry or JW is so fast, fast.
Years and years of talking in public has kind of weaned me from all of the ebonics that I used to speak. So I'm pretty understandable.
Oh, this is cool. Somebody pointed out a puppet. What? What's you have a rack of sneakers behind you. What's the best pair of sneakers you own? Are you a sneakerhead? Are you?
I'm not really a sneakerhead, but it's also subject to me. So my favorite basketball player of all time was Allen Iverson. So
okay.
So these are Allen Iversons, and I technically got 3 pair of the same ones, just different varieties, I guess. One is the red toe, one is the blue toe, and the other one is the
best scoring point guard of all time.
I don't know about that. I just loved him because he was scrappy. And so
because he was Okay, so this is the person you're having on. I have Joe sent a picture. Ira Lee is the name. Right?
Ira Lee, yeah, comedian Ira Lee. He's out of the West Palm Beach, Florida area. He's actually in the same city as I am now, but he is a nationally touring comedian, very funny guy. And he and his wife kind of do things together. She's actually his.
Now that's a different podcast.
That is totally different.
Is it that much different from the stuff we're talking? Anyway. So, but I like his concept. I like Fat Boys winning. I'm all about that.
Yeah. Well, I slightly disagree because I'm chubby. So chubby boys are actually winning, and fat boys are dying of obesity.
Yeah, I mean, one heart operation, and you're judging me, Robert. You don't even know me.
No. Never would I ever judge you. You have to see me during work. I eat all day. So yeah, it's a thing.
The aristocrat. Do you can I ask you a question? Do you Jasper put the aristocrats in the chat? Do you have a version of the aristocrats?
Who, me? No.
Yes.
No. I know. We're talking about the animated movie, right?
No, that's the Aristocats.
Oh.
Do you know what the Aristocrats is?
No.
Wow. I'm gonna say
this is like a really dark turn. That's loud but not nerdy, Joe.
A dark turn is possibly the wrong way to put it.
Anyway, a dark turn was what was under Joe's fingernails.
Yes, a dark turn. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Joe, I don't know, and wow, just wow.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Joe, you got the link. You got to come in here and explain yourself.
So the clip. By the way, just so we're clear, the clip now goes from Robert Bass comedian visits Loud Nerdy to Robert Bass comedian talks about pegging. Anyway, moving on. The Aristocrats. How do you get it back? And
Lions and tigers and pegging. Oh my! Lions and tigers and pegging. Oh my!
Even Raven stuff seems a little dirty now. I have to figure out how to listen while out. Anyway, Jesus Christ. So the Aristocrats. There's a documentary. The Aristocrats is a joke that I guess I think it started out in the Borscht Belt comedy circuit in like the 50s and 60s, and like Saget had like the movie has all these different comics who have versions of the joke, and it's supposed to be as filthy. it's made for comics, and not
Right.
necessarily for other people.
And I
And
think,
so, go ahead.
a lot of certain things that most people would understand, I think I'm kind of a cheater in the sense that, like, I never wanted to be a comedian. Like, that was never my thing. It's always that cliche story. One night I was drunk, blah, blah, blah. But, for years it was kind of a thing, like, you should get on the stage.
Only
So
one night?
it's a lot of stuff. Well, that kind of got me in trouble.
And then Joe writes, and there'll be a clip.
And so that's kind of the thing. So there are certain things about the comedy world that I'm still learning and things.
Are you
going to
go pink next? Are you doing Wicked Vision up here? What's going on with the green lights? What are you doing? Do you think you're at a fucking rave? Like, what is going on? We're just changing shit in the middle of the show. Oh look, now he's starring in Seven. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Looks like somebody's changing. Is he changing the lighting from the phone?
I don't know what he's doing, but he's having far too much fun doing it, while everybody else is kind of watching him and going, "Look at him." He's like, "Look, I can change my lights." What is happening? You love how dirty I am. Where's my bestie Kyle? In his own head?
She's sleeping. No, she's sleeping.
Kyle's in his own head is where we're at.
No, she got really sick from the trip.
Really?
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's not doing good. She's okay. Just caught a virus. Tested negative for COVID, so that's all good. But just
a
kind of down and out since we got home. No.
Okay.
Dizzy, normal. More dizzy than normal.
Okay, well, we wish Missy the best, speedy recovery.
Kyle puts the lotion on the skin.
Yeah. I mean, so wait, he's like in Wicked Vision up top. Kyle's having fun. That's all that matters. Kyle's
Definitely.
having fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so let me ask you a question. You've done your first show. I'm not jealous. Don't, Raven. Don't even go there. That I'm jealous. I'm more like you're just like changing lights. Oh, is your mood dark? What happened? Anyway, do you expect now that you've done it, that you've done your first podcast? Are you excited about the second one? And are you thinking about because in your mind when you do a set, right, you're always making the jokes, creating the jokes, making them better, refining them. Is that something that's going to be part of the podcast, being able to just go, I didn't like how that went, and I'm going to change it to this because I want to see how it goes?
Yeah, spot on. Like you hit the nail on the head. So with the first one, I was excited to kind of get it out the way, but at the same time, I knew there was in my opinion, major room for improvement. So yeah, that's exactly what I did. Okay, let's go back. And then, with Ira Lee, we have this kind of chemistry that works quite well.
And sometimes it's not even let's go back. It's let's never do that again.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Like a co-host playing with fucking lights during a show while we have a guest.
I think that is awesome because it's his face. His facial expression makes it even better than the freaking lights. It's like, hey, I am enjoying this.
Nothing says professional.
No, Joe. My question is, Joe, you've been watching since Robert got on here. Did anyone mention that he was late for his first show?
We don't care.
No, obviously he didn't.
I would think that people would automatically expect that. I mean, there are some stereotypes that I live up to. The late one, and I do love fried chicken. Watermelon is overrated, but I love grape soda.
I love watermelon.
So it was horrible.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Great. So wait, what grape soda do you?
Seedless watermelon is the place to be.
That's what they say, but
no,
I don't feel like cutting it.
A watermelon with all a bottle sticking in it is really the place to be.
The first show was fun.
I gotta agree with that one. Yeah, I put the bottle in.
I think watermelon's a pain. I think watermelon's the best when you buy it from the store and it's already cut up, and you can just throw it on a plate.
I agree.
I love how
totally
interactive
agree.
the show has become. Honestly, well, it's if Robert wants to show up, he can show up. He's got an open invitation.
Yeah, I appreciate that. With that being said, let me extend the invite for my third show to have all three of you on,
Okay.
and we can talk
a
about
second.
your unhealthy.
When's your third show? Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah, that's a very good question.
What's the date?
Hey,
And you do Thursday nights.
I do Thursday night.
This
So
might
at
be
this
might
point-
be your rare. You get to have a white friend that shows up late. On a
Yeah.
Thursday.
So the next show would be the 5th of December.
5th of December. Hold on.
So that's the first week of December.
JW, wait a minute, hold on. Was JW calling us friends?
All right. I like to think that you are.
No, but
Wait,
the JW was calling me his friend.
Oh,
No, Jerry.
Aw.
Jerry's Robert. That isn't true. I was calling Jerry Jerry's my friend from high school. Kyle, I hate.
that's why I say
Kyle, I
Kyle.
hate.
I already knew.
Kyle,
Joseph,
we already
oh wait,
agreed.
I'm sorry. Robert, we have to talk.
Sorry,
It's over.
end this conversation now.
It's over. End this conversation. Yeah.
Oh.
Does Kyle take lighting requests? Laugh out loud. Strobe. Yeah, let's do. Kyle, let's do a lighting request because you've made it part of the show now. Can you do epileptic seizure?
I was just getting ready to say that. Oh.
Because nothing says, wow, this is amazing, and we're gonna get more guests.
Yeah.
Then Kyle, stop.
Oh,
There's
my
a
word.
part of me that regrets.
I
every
got a
day.
better effect.
Oh my word.
Jesus Christ! Somebody's super excited about the lighting and about moving things around. Jesus Christ! I guess I have a show to produce December 5th. Laugh out loud. The only reason I will definitely be happy to be on your show on December 5th. I do go to the movies on Thursday nights though, so I might be running.
Got it.
A Thursday night is my movie
Well,
night.
Okay.
Your show starts at what time on Thursdays, though, Robert?
10.
10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, look at Kyle going. I don't know if my lights could keep me awake.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'll be in the middle of the Christmas rush. I'm not going to lie to y'all.
I know.
Welcome. Like,
Yeah.
who's this? What time is it?
Well, what light do you have in your little cue that says "Keep Kyle awake"?
Oh man. Oh man. I mean, you
But,
gotta love Kyle. Kyle went on an anniversary trip and still called in.
I don't even want to
That's
discuss
dedication.
it. That's not dedication. It's being.
Escape.
Don't send me a link. I'm gonna be in Hawaii.
And he
Then
was
he
I
said-
never said don't send me a link.
You definitely said don't
Okay.
send a link,
Oh, no.
Jerry.
Oh, no. I'll
tell
pull up
him.
the receipts.
Tell him, Jerry. You know he
Go
said it.
find the receipts.
You know he said it was
Hot
after the
cocoa
show.
for
You
all.
know he said it. Hot cocoa for all. No, I don't. I don't like
I'm
hot
gonna be in
cocoa.
Hawaii, so
JW disapproving face was worth all of that. Yeah, that's fine. My disapproving face is good. Whatever. Here's a story about a man named JW. I don't even know what's the story, Jasper.
With a big bag of shit with your name on it.
it's like the Brady Bunch.
So JW. So I got a question because I
Sure.
saw a picture. I saw a picture of you on Facebook, and on that, I believe it was you were wearing the shirt.
Yes.
So you are really sold on this new Superman dude.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sold on James Gunn. So one of the things I will always tell people if they ask me, because I'm known as the movie guy. I like movies. Dedication movie
For having.
for shaving. I don't care. I like my baby face. Anyway, I don't necessarily look at actors or actresses. I look at writers and directors for movies.
Okay.
And so I don't like the
Chase
names.
his vacation photos
The
were over
names
there.
for movies that I get excited for, like James Gunn, Christopher Nolan, to some extent, Steven Spielberg. I like Spielberg a lot. David Fincher. Like I like directors. So if you tell me James Gunn, who's coming from 3 very successful Guardian of the Galaxy movies that were different but still within Marvel, and now he's going to DC and he's producing all of the DC movies.
Okay.
So he's in charge of DC. He's taking what he learned at Marvel, and he also has kind of an interesting outlook anyway, because he made movies like Slither and all. Like he's made other movies, right? I think he's going to be very good. He has a show coming out in December called Creature Commandos, which is a DC comic based thing that's a little bit like the Suicide Squad, but for classic movie monsters.
Okay.
And so that's going to be a cartoon show on Max. Peacemaker's already pretty good in my book. I think he's going to knock this out of the park. Like it's something I feel, and it's like it's going to be one of the best comic book months, because we're going to get Superman at the end of June, early July, and then we're going to get Fantastic Four within 3 weeks of each other.
Okay.
So I'm sold on James Gunn. I like James Gunn.
Is he doing both of those? Isn't that like?
No, he's not doing the He's not doing the He's not doing.
I was going to say, because I thought
he's not doing
Fantastic Four was Marvel.
No, he left Marvel and basically was given the keys of the kingdom of DC.
Oh.
So it starts with Creature Commandos. It goes to Superman. He has a Supergirl movie in production as well right now, and then they're doing.
Wait to see that. Who they gonna have?
The girl that they picked is the girl from House of the Dragon. So the young blonde from House of the Dragon, the early version of the one character, is the girl that's going to be Supergirl. That looks really good. And then the version of Batman that we're getting in the DCU proper, not the Pattinson Batman, which is separate. That's considered an Elseworlds movie, just like the Penguin is Elseworlds. They're doing a version of The Brave and the Bold. So we're going to get basically the Bat family. So it's going to be Batman, a version of Robin, maybe his son, and whatever they're going to do there. And the talk there is that it's going to be one of the guys from Supernatural playing Batman. So
Batman.
Well, I had to Google the new Supergirl. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's well, and yeah, she's easy to look at, and
whatever else you said doesn't matter. It's all about.
Yeah.
And we're back to the midget porn.
And well, she's tiny. She's not very big. But she's great in House of the Dragon. She's very good.
That would be a funny.
I'm never gonna live this midget porn thing down there, man.
The first show, Robert.
Now we need that version of Supergirl.
It was the first show, and it just I don't like. If you did like a
Robert, it's easy to measure up to.
If you did a diagram, Robert.
Oh my god!
Pulling a raven by changing platform for a view. Shh. That's the creepiest fucking thing he's ever posted. Next to there will be pegging. It's just creepy as fuck.
It's Thursday on the Indie Escape Network. Live with Robert Bass. You thought midget porn was too much? Just wait till this Thursday.
The Indie Escape Network presents Pegging the New Guy.
Oh, the Elephant Crowd.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I'm excited.
I like this guy, like a puppet.
So the picture I think you saw my friend Bill Jolly, his son. The interesting thing about the picture is that we were at Disney Jollywood Nights, which is like a party, an after hours party at Disney, and Doctor Strange was on the street, and they did a weird thing where like no lines, just whoever Doctor Strange picks, he'll go over to, and I'm like, well, we're gonna make him pick us. And then the funny thing about the picture is Superman, Batman, Superman, so no Marvel. All DC,
and then Doctor Strange.
And Doctor Strange. That's why I thought the picture was funny. That's my nerd brain going, this is a funny picture.
My mind went to two places. I was like, oh, JW is kind of short. And then JW
is short and fat,
really
yes. Also, the two people, I will say the two people I was with are abnormally tall people. Like they're
Really?
They're like
yeah.
5'8".
My friend Bill Jolly, I think it's 6'6", and his
Okay.
son is like 6'4". So yes, and Doctor Strange is tall too. So I'm like, which one of these things doesn't belong?
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Peggy
Uncomfortable
Manuga,
yet,
what the
Robert?
fuck?
Man. Yeah, that just went.
But it's new for Disney. It is.
What, Peggy the New Guy? Peggy the New Guy is not new for Disney. Don't let them fool you.
Well, you know, it was Goofy. Anyway, I'm just saying, Goofy was a little weird. He wore pants. He was a dog.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so Robert, you got a big show coming up. It is this Thursday,
Lions and
November
Tigers and
21st,
pegging.
10 p.m. Ira and Tasha Lee are your guests. Second show, first show jitters out of the way. Thanks for coming on tonight. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. For as weird as it went, that sharp left it took with the
Yeah,
pegging.
but actually, the funny thing is now we're starting to get it, and actually, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you put on like an old Iverson shoe and everything fits.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And
Feels
everything, comedy's about always coming back around, right?
Yeah. My favorite.
It's you know what? He was a good ball player. He was.
Yeah.
I'm a Knicks fan, so I was a Ewing, Oakley Knicks fan. So
I get it.
I
get it.
I didn't. So when you're a kid and you're watching teams that you like the teams that mimic you. And when I used to play basketball, I was Oakley. I was throwing elbows underneath with weight.
You learn something new about
Wouldn't
people
you be more
every
like
time.
Scrub
I
Rob?
didn't know you played ball.
When I was a kid playing basketball, I liked being the guy that was like underneath, kind of throwing elbows and just trying to get rebounds. I wasn't trying to shoot. I was always passing other people, like get it out of my hands. Just here, shoot again. Keep on shooting.
I was dunking on a 4-foot net. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I couldn't even do that.
You got to get the cock back. It's just yeah, it was good. I was too busy trying to get the girls, and just to let you know, I was not successful in that either. So yeah.
Well, when you're talking about like that takes me back, like that immediately takes me back to you are right around the same age for that the slam dunk contest where that everybody talks about still, where it was Jordan versus Dominique, and Dominique was the tomahawk over the top, with the windmill and shit.
Windmill, yeah, definitely. Oh man,
yeah. See, yeah, we're getting better at understanding, like, and that's gonna happen. So we'll be happy to be on your show on the 5th. I might be running late, but I think it might be a slow movie night. That might be Werewolves night.
Ooh.
I know it's not stupid.
That's never slow.
It's gonna be so dumb. It's gonna be such a dumb movie, but I'm so interested in it. And it has Frank.
Sometimes those are the best. Sometimes
dumb horror films in the Christmas season are the best. So yeah,
definitely.
But big show coming up on Thursday. Looking forward to it. We'll be there for you, trying to push you along and keep you away from the midget porn with your guests.
Definitely. Because
we'll make it a no midget porn zone.
I'm encouraging the finger puppet pegging midget porn that's going to ensue.
Oh shit! Can you go back to lights? Can you just go back to lights? Go back to lights. I appreciate.
So let me ask you this real quick, JW. Sure. What's the one movie that you had the highest anticipation for and it let you down?
Snakes on a Plane.
No.
Just the premise of that.
Okay, so highest anticipation for that let me down.
Yeah.
Anything that's a Superman 2.
Superman 3 is up there. Like Superman 3 is one of them. But what I would say, the one that had all the buzz that everybody was, the one that had all the buzz that everybody was super excited about, and I was tepid at best. It's not 7. I love 7. It's not 7. Not 7. Howard the Duck. Fuck off. There was no expectations. That movie sucks. Dial of
It's
Destiny.
awesome.
No, I like Dial of Destiny, so I have no problem with Dial of Destiny. The movie I would say episode 1.
Jaws the Revenge.
I wasn't excited about Jaws the Revenge either. I thought that was like, why the fuck are we doing this? I've already had it in 3D.
Yeah.
Episode
Independence Day
2 is probably the most disappointing movie in the Star Wars series. And then the other one I would say would be Spider-Man 3. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3, because they went Venom and they went Sandman, and I'm not a Venom person. So I went in going, okay, you guys wanted Venom. Everybody wanted fucking Venom. He's the coolest thing ever. And then Spider-Man 3 was just...
That's the one with Topher, right?
Yes, Topher Grace.
Okay.
That one's the shits. That one is... It's got the emo Peter Parker, and it doesn't give good time to either of the villains. Like, and that particular Spider-Man franchise, Spider-Man, first one, all Green Goblin, no second villain. People appear here and there, that might become villains. Second one is all Doc Ock with a little bit of Green Goblin and Hobgoblin thrown in, right? But that's all, it's still Doc Ock. And then the third one, they're like, we don't know what the fuck to do. Throw them all in. And the posters were cool. Everything was cool up until the point where you got in the middle of the movie, and then you're like, this isn't good. Like,
so my reason for the question is so that I can kind of set up. That's the whole pagan story. Like it draws because it sounds like what the hell, but I promise you, like calm your enthusiasm about it.
That is, just so we're clear, Robert. This is the first time in my history my movie loving like skills or whatever you say have been compared in a positive fashion to pagan.
Yeah, listen,
Awesome.
I'm trying to tell you,
amazing.
It's a great story, but it's not. I don't want anybody to be like, wait a minute, what the hell?
Here's the thing. You just better get there on Thursday, tell the story, and then get your guests on and just like, sorry, we're moving on. Moving on. There's a clip.
Wait, there's a clip?
Yeah. So,
oh my God.
Jesus. Both of you got kids? What the hell is going on? Oh my word.
That's well,
JW, I'm so sorry.
Wait, here's the thing. It's like, how can you tell my co-hosts are white, Robert? Fucking bowling pins in their house.
Well, we're not wrong. We're white.
One of them in arm's distance. Yeah.
Yeah, one of them having a bowling pin.
Yeah.
Fun. Second one having a bowling pin. A crisis about the country.
Yeah.
I won mine, thank you.
You won yours? Doing
first
what?
place. First place.
Pens and Pins charity fundraiser. My team won first place with one of the Penguins players.
Okay, that's great. So you won yours. You stole yours.
Somebody stole it for me. I didn't steal it. Somebody's
like
like, swamp this.
Hey, Robert, that's even better. It's a second-hand pin.
You know what else I have?
It's a second-hand pin, Robert.
I have a bell from a boxing ring here, like an old bell, and it's loud.
Why are you holding objects in your house that are clearly haunted? The haunted bowling pin, the haunted ring bell.
I have a Ouija board here too.
No, stop! What are you doing?
I got Chucky dolls.
Next, he's gonna pull out Annabelle and have his hand up her ass.
It's like I got a ring bell. I have a Ouija board. I have this dead body.
I
his
do
hand
have
is up her ass, and then he's hitting the bell.
I have a Muppet.
This is how Joe originally controls it.
Long as it's not Kermit showing the zucchini. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, everybody has Peter Tingle. So this isn't Flying Dildo story level. Anyway, okay. That is a perfect place to end for Robert.
Yes.
Oh my God.
What's up?
So let's talk about the lights and the puppets Robert's gonna go somewhere tomorrow and be like, I was on this white podcast and the fuckers had pins,
Oh, please.
lights, and puppets.
You guys
His next comedy shows are gonna be
become.
white people are fucking crazy online.
Listen, you guys. Every time I sit with you guys, you become more and more interesting. Right? So we got bowling pins, we got a fight bell, and we got a weird puppet from nowhere. Just and then he decided to do his Joe impersonation, so he brings the puppet on.
What is going on? Why are you obsessed with lights?
Oh,
it's
my
lightsabers, lights in the room.
Oh, this is. Listen.
Oh, okay, Robert. Get out of here while you can, buddy.
Yeah.
Thursday, November 21st, world-class clown Robert Bass. We wish you the best. What the hell, Jerry, is the question. Thank you for coming in tonight. We appreciate you coming on, and pencil us in for the 5th. I look forward to coming on and meeting your friends.
Tell me what the puppet we're
Yeah.
Just so we're clear. Yeah, I went on a white podcast, and one of the guys became a puppet. The other guy caused an epileptic seizure with his light display.
Oh my!
When you speak of us, Robert, speak of us well.
I'm a speaker. You're definitely getting spoken.
Oh, I know. I'm well aware. I'm the only
the key to
you get to see tomorrow. The one who is least embarrassing is the one in a room full of toys. He's the least embarrassing of the three.
Because you're in a fucking closet. You got no room in there for anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the Ouija board. He does have the Ouija board. I think this is the time where I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna say thank you and I'm gonna talk to my wife about all of this shit here and be like,
you should say the crazy white guys that was on a podcast.
Yeah.
You should have her watch the show and then go, "What the fuck? What happened?" You're not allowed to deal with those people anymore.
That is literally what she's gonna say.
Stay away from them.
She's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
And why are you bringing up the pegging story again, honey? Anyway, those are the Thursday, world-class clown Robert Bass, Indie Escape Network, Thursday, November 21st, 10 p.m., live with special guests, Ira and Tasha Lee. Thank you for coming on tonight, Robert. We have a good time, my friend.
Thanks.
Lions and tigers and pegging, oh my. Lions and tigers and pegging, oh my.
Stop. You're not going to ruin the Wizard of Oz. Move on. Bye, Robert.
Have a good wicked week.
Thanks for coming on. Good luck on Thursday. We'll see you. We'll be there. Bye. Oh, I'm sorry. Say bye again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
No, not a problem. Bye.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Good night.
He's a very funny man. What are you? How much are you drinking tonight? Like, what is going on? You're with the lights and acting fucking weird. Like, what is happening? Anyway, okay. Go away, Kyle. It's time
I got well rested.
Apparently we got to get our segments in. It came from Jerry's basement. Oh, what do you got? Wait, he's just listed as the narrator.
It's a Twilight.
Why doesn't it say Rod fucking Serling on it?
There you go. I don't gotta leave now. All I gotta do is put that up now for this segment.
Oh, that's cool. We're not doing that first up, but that's fine. It came from Jerry's basement. Fine. Is the movie? What do you got, Jerry? What's the movie?
Tonight's movie is Parents.
Okay, so this is a wild movie. So Dennis Quaid, right? There's a new name for Terror Parents. Dennis Quaid, Mary Beth Hurt, Sandy Dennis is in it. So everybody's favorite Peter Pan, also directed by Bob Balaban, one of the great character actors that you've probably seen. And go over it. What's it got in it, Jerry? Why is it a horror film?
Basically, it's about this kid, and his dad works at a mortuary, and he's always coming home with all this meat, and they act like a 50s couple, and, the kid becomes very suspicious that something more is going on with his dad and his mom.
And he's right. And he's right. Basically, they're cannibals. It it cost $3 million to make. It only grossed about $870 million, but it did become a full cult film when it hit home media and video, right? Um, and it's one of those films that varies wildly from comedy to horror, back to horror, then comedy, horror. You know what I mean? Like it's got a weird sense of direction for a film. And of course it's before Randy Quaid went off the fucking deep end. It was released in 1989, so it's right on the right after Christmas Vacation, right in that range. So he was able to make the movies he wanted to make. Where can people find it to watch, Joe?
Tubi.
Tubi, indeed. Also,
I feel like they should sponsor this show with points.
Right?
Maybe. Do you want to put up your narrator now? I don't understand why he's not Rod Serling. Why it says the narrator. It drives me fucking bonkers.
Right?
Twilight Zone Redux. So this is a big one, kids. It is episode 36 of the American television series The Twilight Zone. First aired July 1st, 1960. It is the last episode. So 36 episode. It is the last episode of the first season. It is called A World of His Own. And opening narration. The home of Mr. Gregory West, one of America's most noted playwrights. The office of Mr. Gregory West. Then it goes to Mr. Gregory West, shy, quiet, and at the moment, very happy. Merry, warm, affectionate, and the final ingredient, Mrs. Gregory West. So this is Mary. This is Mrs. Gregory West coming home to find Mary with her husband and making him a drink.
Bucket hat.
That's Dr. It's a really great hat, actually. And like she's making drinks for Mr. Gregory. So he's a playwright. He writes plays, and basically, the episode it starts off weird. And it gets weirder. It just progressively gets weirder. It's set for comedic. It's not dark, although it becomes a little bit dark towards the end.
Yep.
Basically, he is a playwright, and with his tape machine, he creates characters, and they come to life next to him or around him. And anything in the house comes to what he wants. Now, it could have been played for dark, nefarious purposes, but it's not. It's played for kind of laughs. But what I will say, Jerry, my 2024 sensibilities have taken over on this one. It is very misogynistic. And it is also very, he creates the girl that's better than his wife. And it's very much a white male who having a nervous breakdown in the middle of his life kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it was written comedic, but just replacing your wife or just writing a new wife or what who makes you drinks and isn't as much of a pain in the ass and you know what I mean and is different from your wife and all. It's a well-written episode, but it's not one of my favorite episodes. And it's also like one of those things where it's like, it's played for comedy, but it's not all that funny. Like it doesn't scream funny to me. It seems like it has a jovial tone the entire time, right up to the ending. And then the ending gets super dark and you're just like, what the fuck is happening? And then it gets darker again. But basically what happens is, his wife doesn't believe him. So he basically goes about proving that he can do this. Mary, the character he creates, this is a moment where he creates her just to show that he can do it in front of his wife. And Mary is this very warm, kind of wonderful, matronly woman who's super open and compassionate and nice. And she basically at this point says to him, please don't make me again and then destroy me again. I can't deal with it. Right? And he doesn't really give a fuck.
Right.
He's holding the little
Why
ring.
must you keep bringing me back here?
Why must you keep bringing me back here just to get rid of me when at your whim? And then basically the way he does it is he takes the tape from an old school tape machine, cuts the tape out and throws it in the fire to make his characters disappear. He does it with Mary. He does it with an elephant that he creates so his wife can't leave the house when she discovers that he's been cheating on her.
That
Like,
was
it's
actually a pretty cool scene, though.
It's a great scene. She opens the door. There's the fucking elephant.
I
After
didn't
he says,
expect that they would show it. To be honest, I thought it would
right.
Just be
It starts off as just a sound, but then it's
like, damn.
then it's a full fucking size elephant. And so it's like it's played for comedic, but the idea of your wife finding out you're cheating and then wanting to leave and you're not allowing her to leave.
I tried to tell you.
I tried to tell you I could do this with anything. Okay, right. But it just am I wrong, or did it feel cringe to you too? Like, just in a weird way, like where you're sitting there going, yeah, the one woman makes drinks, the other woman doesn't. And so of course the episode we find out in a world of his own, he basically starts telling his wife what the powers are, and then he basically tells her, you're created too. You're a created version of the wife I wanted. And there he is sitting in all his glory, like, oh, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
I didn't want
and
it
I was
to
just thinking to myself, like, I didn't want it to come to this, at which point he goes to a safe in the wall. It pulls out an envelope that says Mrs. Victoria West, which is his wife's name. She's like, what is this? And he's like, I didn't want it to come to this. And he opens the envelope and it's her tape. So he's not only created Mary for a portion of his life that he doesn't like, but he created Victoria, his real wife, as well, and he throws her fucking envelope in the fire, or she throws it in the fire, not believing him, and then she, right before she disappears, says, "You were telling the truth," and gone, bing, gone, blinks out of existence. So he's created. He's a playwright. Right. Then he recreates Mary and brings Mary back. Also, and this is the first time it's happened in the first season, and I don't know how many times it's going to happen in the totality of the show, but Rod Serling ends up in this episode on the desk.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool too.
It was super cool. At which point, Gregory West goes to the safe and has an envelope that says Rod Serling.
Rod Serling, yeah.
And he makes Rod Serling disappear. And all I could think of was, this is Rod Serling's way if we don't get picked up for the second season.
Right. See ya.
Bye.
Yep.
I got written out of existence.
I thought the same thing.
And so that was cool, but it's very, like, I don't know.
It's not a super strong season ender, but that part would hit.
And it's also for people watching it in this day and age, not really great. I'm going to be honest, because it's like, I don't love my wife. I created my wife and I don't like her, so I'm going to create somebody else. I'm not going to allow her to leave. Like, it has all kinds of weird shit to it. So Serling appears. He says, "We hope you enjoyed tonight's romantic story on the Twilight Zone." Again, they consider it romantic, and I was sitting there going, ugh. At the same time, I want you to realize that it was, of course, purely fictional in real life. Such ridiculous nonsense could never. At which point Gregory chimes in, "Rod, you shouldn't." He walks over to the safe, pulls out a tape marked Rod Serling. I mean, you shouldn't say such things as nonsense is ridiculous. He throws the envelope into the fire. Well, that's the way it goes as Serling fades away. Nevertheless, as Gregory joins Mary in a drink, Serling's voice comes over and the epilogue as usual, leaving Mr. Gregory West still shy, quiet, very happy, and apparently in complete control of the Twilight Zone. So it's an interesting episode in that it's the most poorly written episode that Richard Matheson is involved with. Richard Matheson, we talked about, one of the great writers of science fiction and horror of all time. And it's just not cool. So I don't know. It's weird.
I didn't mind it too much. I mean, I thought the effects were good. Like, I didn't expect to see the elephant.
Didn't expect to see the elephant.
Didn't expect the wife to be fake. And I didn't expect.
It's the first one. It is an interesting little side note.
Like, so that kind of made up for the other parts.
Yeah, I I don't know. It's supposed to be comedic, and I didn't laugh, so I had problems. The end of the first season, it's the first one where he doesn't plug a new episode, right? Because
Right.
there's no episode coming. And it's the first one in which he appeared on screen within the episode. And again, not in a separate segment. It's the first time he interacts directly with any character from any Twilight Zone episode. And this is only one of 3 episodes of the entire show where he appears on camera at the conclusion. The others were The Obsolete Man and The Fugitive. And then from the second season onwards, Serling begins to appear on screen at the start of each episode. So that's where we're headed. This is also interesting in that it's the end of the sponsorship with a couple of things. So basically, Kimberly-Clark stopped their sponsorship of the show. General Foods and Colgate Palmolive started after that. So you're going to see some things in the episodes. So the person playing Gregory West is Keenan Wynn, who's the son of Ed Wynn, one of the great vaudeville comedians. So I don't know. I think it's as an end of season episode, it's a clunker. But we will continue doing this, and we'll do next week. We'll start with season 2, episode 1. 26 episodes to go. Come on back, Kyle, so we can say goodnight.
Lean back in.
Lean back in, Kyle.
We had a question for
thank
you,
you for.
JW.
What's the question?
So I'm going over Wicked opens tomorrow, early release, right? Wicked's being put out by Universal Studios.
Yes.
Oz the Great and Powerful, though, was put out by Disney.
Uh-huh.
And the original Oz was put out by MGM.
Yes.
How are all the different Oz titles just scattered over all of these
It's in
different
the public
studios?
domain.
Is that
It's in
why?
the public domain.
Okay. That's a good answer.
And also, like Wicked, Wicked is the fun thing about Wicked is I don't know if you know this or anybody who likes the musical. That Funko Pop is awesome. I do like it. I don't know if you know about Wicked the musical, but Wicked the musical is based on a book by Gregory Maguire called Wicked. And he wrote the book right around the time when they were doing like fractured fairy tales and like they were doing revisionist, like politically correct fairy tales and all kinds of stuff. Kind of reminds me of Stranger Than Fiction meets Stepford Wives. Yes. That is a great thing. Stranger Than Fiction and Stepford Wives with a twist. Yeah. So it's Oz is in the public domain. So Return to Oz and Oz the Great and Powerful were Disney. Wizard of Oz is owned by MGM and Amazon at this moment. Wicked is Universal because Wicked the musical was the adaptation was purchased by so it's all over the place. The interesting thing about it though is Oz, like Star Wars or any of the great cultural phenomenon things, it's usually omnipresent and it usually opens its doors to new things. But based on Maguire book series, yeah, it's not based on L.L. Baum. It's based on the Maguire book, so that's part of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought it was interesting that it was just
all over the
place.
place. Yeah. Well, and everyone every once in a while you'll see an Oz TV show, or you'll see. I'll give you an example of ones that were super cool. There was McFarlane Wicked Wizard of Oz toys. Remember, like McFarlane did the Cowardly Lion with like fucking eye ripped out, and fucking Tin Woodsman with like an axe covered in blood, and the Scarecrow, with his brain pulsating on the outside of his head, and Dorothy like dressed like a hooker. The adaptations happen all the time. Like the Wiz is totally different. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I saw that on Broadway not too long ago.
That's what. Yeah,
we had that whole conversation with Raven with the whole. Don't ever listen to just the Michael Jackson song from The Wiz. on audio only because it starts off and you think you're about to listen to a porno. It's when he's getting off the stick for the scarecrow. That's how it starts off. And then bum, bum.
You guys got anything going on? How's everything going? We got anything planned coming up?
No, just a show on Tuesday night, despite what JW said.
Yeah, we'll be back Tuesday night because you want to do it. We'll do it. I will say I do want everybody. There is a show that I've watched in its entirety. It's not all done yet, but all the episodes that dropped on Peacock, The Day of the Jackal with Eddie Redmayne and Shoshana Lynch. Holy fuck! Really good. I recommend it highly. Super cool. The interesting thing here is when everybody says we don't like remakes, we don't like reboots. We've had this one. And we've also had this one. So it's this particular story is constantly being retold. Super duper fun. Best car convo ever. Sure. You can find all of our stuff on the Indie Escape Network. If you like our show, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, like and subscribe to the Facebook page, like and subscribe everywhere you can get your Indie Escape Network fix, on Instagram and all those great places. Find me, JW the Movie Guy, on Facebook, Threads, X, Blue Sky, all those places. If anyone is interested in going on a reality show and is interested in Vikings, a friend of mine is helping to produce a reality show for Amazon. Looking for contestants, reach out. It sounds like it's, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. A Viking show. It sounds like me carrying logs up a hill is what that sounds like. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be back next week. Make sure you get your Wicked fix. Make sure you get your Gladiator fix. Moana's next week. Thanks for joining us tonight. I want to thank Robert Bass for coming on. Everybody should watch his show on Thursday. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see everybody next week. So we'll wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving next week. Bye. Good night.